Today I'm going to show you how to work on the stability ball. It's going to be exercising and some core exercises. It's all simple, straightforward, work your whole body. This is not meant to be complicated. It's not for power lifters, not for weight trainers, not for elite athletes. But if you just want to keep your body toned and healthy, this is great, and you can do it at home. First thing we want to do is practice the ball. So you get on it. If you've never been on it, it's going to seem strange. Make sure there's enough air in it. It's not too cushiony. Okay. Lean forward a bit, and then come down. Lean forward a bit, and then come up. Make sure you're on a carpet, non-slip surface. I've got a floor mat, exercise mat. If you have that, that's great. Do not do this on a bare floor. The other thing is make sure you're safe in your surroundings. If you do fall off, you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to fall on your rump. People have done that and hurt their tailbone for a long time. Okay, so just take your time, come down, come back up. Good. Go practice that if you're not used to it. We're going to start with a warm-up. So you're just going to march on the spot. Now if you went for a walk, you actually don't have to do this, or if you've got an exercise machine, you could do that, especially cross trainer with arms. But if you don't, this is a good way to just warm up all the joints, right? Make sure you're breathing, make sure you're upright, make sure you're not scrunched down. Roll your shoulders. You'll notice I'm always going back. If you can, swing your arms back. Good. Keep stepping on the spot because you want to get your blood moving. You want to warm up. Display your hands, circle them, and then go the other way. The reason for splaying them, it's like a massage. It opens everything up instead of being all scrunched up. Okay? Okay. Pretend you're doing the hula hoop, the hips moving. How many should you do? It's up to you. If you're really tight, you got time, do more. If you're short on time, you're not super tight, just do a few. Just make sure everything's working correctly, okay? Rolls. You notice I always go out. You can go in, just watch out for pinching. Same with going like this, make sure you're not pinching. If you feel pinching, don't do it. So I actually recommend you just go outwards. Okay, circle your knees so the feet are close but not together. Circle them the other way. Good. Splay your feet. Okay, you can't see it because I'm wearing shoes, but it's like the hands, open it up. It's like you're pointing your toes up. And then go the other way. Right, again, do it as often as you want. Okay, roll forward and back. If there's a balance problem, have something you lightly hold on to so you don't fall side to side. Again, we're just trying to massage the feet, okay? There's lots of other things you can do, but that's what we're gonna stop with that. Now we wanna practice lunging. So you're gonna put your hands on your hip, move your feet slightly apart, and step. Now the idea is find out how far you should step out, how comfortable you are. The more you're warmed up, the lower you probably can go. But don't force it because you'll hurt your knees. Okay? So we're just figuring that out. Step to the side. How far you go out to the side, again, is up to you. Notice my body is straight up when I do it though. I don't lean. This is not dancing. Just move. Okay? All right. Then step backwards. Now be very careful with this. We want the shin to be vertical, or almost vertical. Okay, and I'm going on to the balls of my toes. So let's do it the other side. Okay, just find out, make sure your hip doesn't rotate. If it does, you've stepped out too far. Keep everything aligned. And just do about 3 reps. I'm giving you a guideline. you'd have to play with it and figure out what's best for you. And again, stay up, okay? We don't want any pressure on the knees. And then step back. When I step back, I'm on the balls of the toes. My foot is not flat. That does not feel comfortable to do that. Okay. You can use your hands just to go through the motions, or you can use soup cans that are the same weight, or you can use dumbbells. How much you should use is kind of up to you. Always start a new exercise light. So if you haven't been doing this, start with a light weight. If it feels too light, great, go to a heavier weight. If you need water, take a sip of water, okay? Or if you need a break. So we're gonna start with the shoulder press, and we're actually gonna start by stepping backwards. So again, first time you do it, kind of make sure you're safe, nothing's there. Go down as long as it's comfortable, come up. I'd recommend doing between 8 to 12 normally, but because of time, we're just gonna do 6. So let's call this 4, 5, 6. Notice I never locked out, okay? Only go to proper range of motion. If you lock out, you start hurting your elbow and your shoulder. And then you do biceps. Step, curl, step, curl, okay? And you notice I'm not going forward, I'm not going back, it's to the side. We're working the gluteus medius. Okay, we'll do 2 more. Good, okay. Tricep. If you're really tight, this might be the best you can do right now. Just do whatever's comfortable. If you can, touch your shoulders in the back, get your elbows up. You don't want to lean into your lower back, so make sure your tummy's slightly in. So the whole time I'm doing this, my tummy stays slightly in. Okay, you don't want to wreck your lower back. 3, 4, 5, don't force yourself to go down. 6. The more warmed up, the more lower you'll be able to go. Okay, again, if you need water, grab some. We're gonna do the other side. Make sure you're safe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to keep your feet straight. Mine likes to turn out. 6. Okay, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to step forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? This would be a good time to get a drink of water, catch your breath. If you can't catch your breath, do less reps or less weight. Take your time and then maybe do a couple more. Okay, the next one. If you can't stand and do this, you can do it lying on the floor, or grab something stable, pull up. You notice I'm under the knee and I'm stretching the spine up. This is not good. That can really mess up your lower back, okay? So it's always proper alignment. Stretch out if you do. And then do your other side, stretch. This is in preparation because we're going to be using the ball now. Because this is a video, you can always stop it, come back to it. You want to work the pec. Never hyperextend. Do this, you wreck your elbows, you can wreck your shoulders, and this disengages, okay? So my pec is contracted there, I go past, it actually stops contracting. Down, heads on the ball, inhale, exhale. Now, if you don't have a weight that's really challenging you, do higher reps, For this one, we're gonna do closer to 8. So let's do 3 more, okay? And contract. Notice I'm vertical. I'm not out like this. Straight up, press. Think of pushing up. Good. Okay. We want to work the back. A heavier weight, or weight that's heavy for you, you would do this. Okay? Look at the alignment. Notice the shoulders not dropping. Head's in neutral, not up and not down. Down goes into the traps. So contract, come down. Contract, come down. You want to practice that. So it's important not to do a really heavy weight, but do enough weight that you can feel the lats contracting, the wings if you want. So we're going to do 2 more. But don't do exactly 8s because I'm talking to you. Okay, other side. This time we're going to count. Notice my body is stretched out. It's not up here. That goes into the traps. 60 to 90 degrees. Okay, 1, 2, 3. If you have a mirror, 4, or like I do, a big TV, use it as a mirror so you can watch your form. Okay, so even if you're watching the video, see if you can also watch your form at the same time. And we'll do 1 more just so you get that idea. Okay, this knee is not locked out, it's soft. This knee is definitely bent. Okay, 2 sets. I only did 1 set with each leg. That's okay. You use your legs all the time. But you want to do your arms, your chest, your back for 2 sets at least. Okay? Come down, head's on the ball, you're sturdy, your butt's up, comfortably up, not down like this. This would be called an incline. So if this bugs you, then you have to do an incline. Okay? So you're here, 1, contract those pecs, 2, 3, make the pecs do work, 4, 5, 6, 7, range of motion, 8. That's why we're using the ball, so you can get down farther. Okay, you could do the same thing on the floor, but you won't get that range. And these are only around $30, $35. And I've done them with 60-pound dumbbells. I've done that movement and it hasn't broken. I'm gonna do this a little bit different so you get a different angle. You can turn, so rear delt, mid lat, lower lat. Okay? You could go a little bit faster, but I want to make sure you're contracting the muscles we want to work. So rear delt, mid, lower lat. If that's not comfortable, just go straight up and down. So we're gonna do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Your whole objective, if you've never done this before, you're not sure, is practice technique. Technique always comes before weight. Do the other side. 1, good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? If you're not feeling it, go a bit slower than I went. Power is how fast you move. So it's not wrong to explode up, but you got to make sure you're working what you want to, otherwise your form will go. Okay. Crunches. Actually, I'll do this from the side. You're here. Carefully walk down. My lower back is supported. If you have neck problems, put your hands behind your ears. You can make a fist, put it by your chin to contract the muscles in the front, okay? Don't put your hands here and yank your head up. The neck won't like that. So it's either this. If there's no neck problem, you can actually get a little bit more. The other thing I do is lift your heels up once you're comfortable. So the more you do this, the more comfortable you'll be. So we want to work the whole area. Drop the butt, lift the butt. Drop the butt, lift the butt. We'll do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, remember this is beginners. Okay. You want to work your lower, your mid back, your erector muscles, quadratus lumborum, so on and so forth. So I call this a dolphin swim. You roll over, you can see me, you come down, you come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't overdo it or you'll just aggravate your lower back. Okay? So I'm giving you a rep range. You may be able to do some more. You might have to do a few less. You may take longer for recovery. You may whip through it and do a 3rd set. It's kind of up to you. Just do it properly. Remember to breathe, right? Remember to keep that lower ab in, or that hip area. Pilates will talk about the box. Make sure that's drawn in, because that protects your lower back. Okay. Side to side. You come down, you're here. You see how far I've gone? That's a full contraction. Practice a few on the other side, full contraction. You can do this, but I'm focusing on working that oblique muscle particularly, okay? So go towards your pocket or your same side thigh. Alternate. Make sure you're not doing this, because that means one side's trying to dominate. So you're here, neutral, cut in. Neutral, cut in. We're going to do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't do anything that bothers you. You could adapt. If that really doesn't work, come down a bit and just sort of start to build up, okay? This works a lot harder, a lot more, but you don't want to get hurt. We're going to do one other exercise. I haven't figured out the proper name for it. You could call it flying. So I'm here, come up, head up, drop, back, head up, drop, back. Do about 4 of each. Okay, so we'll do one more. Up, back. For the ball, that's all we're going to use for it. That's your exercise routine. We more or less hit the whole body. There's always lots of other exercises you can do. Okay, this stretch we're going to do right now, you move your feet apart. Okay, so for a squat, you always move your feet apart until you feel most balanced. Could be, I wouldn't go with the shoulder hip width. Just find out what works for you. If you're not sure, go really wide and get the body to move in, because then it'll say, hey, that's perfect. Your hands can be here. If you have a balance problem or a flexibility problem, grab onto something very sturdy, okay? And you come down and you're gonna sit. You're stretching all through here. You wanna be able to do that, and that will help you stand up. If you can't do it that way, hold on, come up. Now you want most of the pressure here. Don't clench with your hands, because the brain will send the signal to the hands and it will cut out the core. We want the core slightly engaged. So down, just stretch, okay? Come back up. Feet are fair. We're gonna not go on the floor. So there's lots of great stretches, but for this, keep it simple, rotate, come back. If you were traveling and you were allowed to bring a stability ball, but you didn't want to go on the floor, this is great. Okay? You're going to put a hand here. My knees are slightly bent. Not bent, just slightly bent to protect the lower back. You're going to lean. You're going to take a breath in. Exhale. This is an adaptation to the warrior pose. For those of you who've taken yoga, knees slightly bent, inhale, exhale. The idea is to keep it simple, okay? So, you're gonna make sure your toes pointed straight. You're gonna walk down. I'm gonna do a side view on this in a second. My hips are going back as I do this, so it's almost like my toes are coming off the floor because I wanna keep my back straight. Go as low as you comfortably can. Take a breath in, exhale. You can do that for a while. Then I want you to turn your entire upper torso towards one foot. Come back, turn towards the other foot. Bend your knees, okay? Lift your arms if you can. You might not be able to. And stretch up. Okay, so we're not stretching the quads right now. We're not stretching a lot of the muscles because I'm keeping this simple, just so you know. But we are doing sort of the hip flexor, okay, and the soleus calf muscle. So my back of my heel is straight down. Go back. This time my heel is off. Go as far as comfortable. Try to keep that vertical, okay, and then carefully turn. So again, if there's a balance problem, have like the back of the chair there you can lightly hold or something, come back, and then you switch. So the back heel is down, okay? Just hold it. If you feel stretch a lot, do it more often. Do all the stretching, but do the ones you feel the most more often. And you notice my hips are square, there's no rotation, okay? Even when I do this, the hips are basically square. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Great job. Until next time.